have some sad news to share. A rising country music star is mourning the loss of his 3-year-old son, and that tragedy is another wake-up call about pool safety. Granger Smith revealing his son River died in the family's backyard swimming pool. His family shared the loss on social media and said they donated a little boy's organs to give other children a second chance at life. You may recall skier Bodie Miller and his wife lost their young daughter who drowned in a neighbor's pool last year. The Millers have been very vocal, trying to raise awareness about swimming safety. So today, our Paula Tutman checked in with experts to learn about skills that parents can teach very young children that could help them survive during a dangerous situation. She joins us live, and that really is the key, Paula, to start at a very young age.
It really is. The leading cause of accidental death for children under the age of 4, Karen, is drowning. It's drowning. That means it is preventable in so many different ways. It is preventable, and this is just one of the ways. For anyone, this is a heart-stopping image. A child floating face down in the water. But incredibly, Eliza, who's only 5.5 years old, instinctively knows how to roll over, not panic, breathe, and wait. For all intent and purposes, when she hits the water, she becomes a goldfish. And she's had the hang of it since she was about 8 months old.
Really quick, they learn that they have to hold their breath. And that's key because they're not choking when they come up. And it's not scary.
So we're gonna again help them, make sure, hand over hand.
A baby as young as 6 months old can learn to float independently and survive in the water by themselves. We teach babies to float independently on their back, to roll over, kick and pull to the side of the pool.
So the first thing you're gonna do is lift up his little elbow here, thin, again watching his chin, thin, then pull him up with his belly. And then we're gonna bring one leg around with his flipper. Very good, and then you're gonna turn him around so he's facing you.
If a child falls in, parents are not around, they can hopefully survive and breathe and float independently before somebody arrives and gets them out of the pool.
For these parents living in Michigan, a water state filled with lakes, ponds, rivers, pools, and even bathtubs, teaching a child to survive water long enough to be rescued is a must.
No matter where you go, there's water, and it's extremely important that they learn at an early age to be able to be safe.
The infants and toddlers are conditioned through training and repetition to ignore the human impulse to panic and essentially go into autopilot with a triggered impulse and reaction if they find themselves face down in water.
Knowing that if she ran in right now, that she'd be okay is huge. It's huge.
It really is huge, and you see this little 4-month-old, so this is a process. They're being conditioned to not be afraid of the water, and then by the age 6 months to 8 months, then they're actually taught, again, buying them time to roll over, keep their nose above water, buying enough time for someone to discover that they could actually be in the pool, Karen.
You know, Paula, I did this with my little ones. I started one, I think, at 6 months, the other at 9 months, and you are right. It's those extra few moments that they can do the flip, or later on when they get stronger, they can hold on to the pool, and it gives you that moment to save them. But you have to start them young.
You do, and it's just buying time and also understanding that the child by 8 months is old enough to start learning this. You don't have to wait until they're walking and talking.
I know, I have some friends that I'm really pushing on this, so I'm so glad we shared this report.
Push.
All right, thank you, Paula. Appreciate it.
Push hard.